Hello, my Mahjong friends. Welcome to the Mahjong Class Clinic. In this clinic, we're reviewing the basics, tips, and strategies all about Mahjong as we play on ilovemahj. In this tutorial, we are learning and discussing all about building the hands line by line, category by category. This week, we're talking about winds and dragons. I'm so glad you're here. Put in the comments any questions you have. I'll be sure to answer. Also type in the comments any topics you'd like to learn more about. And as we play on ilovemahj, be sure to comment what you would have done different. Before we get started on our topic, please be sure to subscribe, support the channel, and hit the like button for the content you enjoy. Share the video with fellow Mahjong friends and family. Always comment. I love engaging with you. Consider giving a thanks of appreciation by hitting the thanks button, and also you can email me and chat anything you would like about Mahjong. We've been generously given a code Mahj Class, MAHJCLASS, to get 10% off when you shop on these shopping sites for Mahjong. Mah Jongg have dozens of mats to dress up your table or to assist in the core Mahjong rules. They have beautiful layered tiles with multiple colors. They have storage items, accessories, and entertainment items for a modern version of a timeless classic game of Mahjong. You can also choose to shop for 2025 holiday season with their ornaments and holiday mats. When you shop at Mahjong at checkout, use Mahj Class to get 10% off. Charleston Mahjong Club offers colorful, whimsical tiles, leather game mats, and accessories. Make every game, night or day, unforgettable playing Mahjong. They have multiple club editions to choose from. They have the Yacht Club, the Ski Club, the Cocktail Club, the Hunt Club, and the Country Club theme. Head on over to the Charleston Mahjong Club and check out their tiles. Use the code Mahj Class at checkout. Hip Hip Mahjong has a special occasion for American Mahjong collection. They have celebration tiles, mats, jewelry, and accessories for all occasions. Whether you're celebrating playing Mahjong every day or you're celebrating a holiday such as Christmas, 4th of July, Hanukkah, or even your birthday. I have that birthday mat I can't wait to share with my friends. Since I celebrated my birthday, I'm looking forward to celebrating their birthdays. I'll use the birthday mat. Check out Hip Hip Mahjong and use the code Mahj Class to get 10% off. We also have Bespoke Mahjong, has amazing automatic Mahjong tables, storage items, accessories, fun mats and tiles from butterflies to cranes to leopards to dragons, beach to chalets, and pickleball mingled with Mahjong. Check out this fun site of color. Head on over to Bespoke Mahjong. Below in the description, I have the links, or you can scan the QR codes to head on over there. Now let's get on with our topic. We're building the categories line by line, and tonight's category is winds and dragons. I've set up these 6 exercises to help you become more acquainted with the card and to learn the card better. These are the steps that you need to take to become a better Mahjong player, and you will improve dramatically by practicing building the hands. Your brain will start recognizing the hands from when the onset of the deal throughout the Charleston and gameplay. It'll help you remember how to build the hands and what tiles you need to collect. Please remember, my number one thing is for you to remember the 9 categories and what you need to collect for each. That is, regardless of suit, collect those numbers. Check out the video on how to collect numbers I have listed in the description below. Continue practicing building the hands category by category, and it'll end up being a winning hand for you. It'll sink into your brain, and this is a great visual activity, as well as you're not only using your sight, but the touch and hearing as you read the parentheses. So grab your set and build with me. Don't forget, you can pause the video, take a break, and come back. There are so many options There's over 195 ways to build in the Winds and Dragons section versus what's physically printed on the card. Overall, there's over 1,000 different ways you can build hands that are on the card, not just the Winds and Dragons section. My hope is that you can play a line on the card you've never played before and become a better Mahjong player defensively and become a good Mahjong player overall. So let's get learning. We're working on the Winds and Dragons section. Grab your tiles and your 2025 card and take a look on the far right panel, and let's work on building the Winds and Dragons section. We're starting with line number 1, and the tiles I'm using for this session is the Oh My Mah Jongg set, and tiles are retired. So please check out their other sets. They're quite beautiful, but I'm choosing to use these because I like how they have the north, the east, the west, and the south in big print to help you along with the Winds and Dragons section. Remember, it's always in news order. It might be multiple of tiles, but they will always be NEWS. So let's take a look at line number 1, build the hand as is. We're looking at line number 1. In line number 1, you need 4 norths. And in the Mahjong card, north and south must be in the same amount. So if we have 4 norths, you need to have 4 souths. Then you need to do the east and the west in the middle. We're going to need 3 easts, a pung of easts, and a pung of wests. And there you have it. Exercise number 2 is with different suits. The winds do not have a suit. They're suit neutral, so you can't do exercise number 2. Exercise number 3 says switching up with variation. So the variation would be part B of line number 1. So let's change this up. Instead of having 4 norths, we're only going to have 3. And remember what you have here in norths, you have to have the number in south. So we're going to take 1 away. And then we have to have 14 tiles. So it wants us to have 4 easts. So we're going to add an east. And it wants us to have 4 wests because east and west will be in the same number. Build the hand with jokers where allowed. So let's talk about jokers. You can use jokers in grouping of 3 or more. So we have 3 norths. We can use up to 3 jokers. We have 4 easts, 4 jokers. We have 4 wests. We can use up to 4 jokers. And then we have 3 souths, a pung. We can use up to 3 jokers. So any grouping in here, you can use a joker. Build the hand, exercise number 5 with different numbers. There is none for here. And build the hand number 6 is to rebuild by scrambling and mixing. So close your card and put the tiles down and scramble them up and rebuild the hand. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you always have the winds in news order, so this should be pretty easy to set up. And you always have to spell the word news, and it doesn't matter if you have 4 of something or 3 of something, it will always be in news order. So we have EWS, we need N. We know this hand requires the N's. In this particular hand, if you know there's 4 easts, you need to have 4 wests. And there you have it. News, N-E-W-S, and 14 tiles for line number 1, part B. Moving on to line number 2, there are some variation in this. Let's build it as is. Line number 2, build the hand as is in Winds and Dragons. We need 2 flowers, and the flowers in this set are just so cute. There are 2 flowers, they're so pretty. Then you need any 3 consecutive numbers in any suit. Read those parentheses. I'm going to use the numbers 1, 2, 3. With any 3 dragons. This is where the fun begins. You get to use any 3 dragons. We're going to use a pair of green dragons, a pung of red dragons, and aren't these dragons adorable? They look like little gremlins. And then finally, a kong of white dragons. There you have it, 14 tiles, your winning hand for Mahjong. Now this particular hand can be made in 6 different ways. This hand alone can be made in 6 different ways. Without changing the numbers, you have to change the dragons. It can then be made in 7 additional ways by changing the numbers. So let's make it with different suits if it's allowed, and it says any dragons. So let's change up the dragons in this example, and let's see how we can change it up. So we're building exercise number 2 with different suits. So we have green, red, and white. We can change it to green, white, we need a pung, and then the 4 red dragons. We can change it up and start the whole thing with the red dragon. So let's take out the green and start it with the red, with the pung of white, and now we need a kong of green. We can keep the red, change out the pung to be green, and we need a kong of white. You have to have all 3 dragons represented. Now let's start the beginning, and we can do it 2 more times, and we're going to put the white in the front with the pung of green, with a kong of red. One more time, we'll keep the white. We're going to do a pung of red with a kong of green. So just by changing out these dragons, we made it 6 different ways by switching up the suits. 3, it says switching up with variations. It has to be in this sequence. 4 says where can we use jokers? Let's take a look. We have a pair of flowers, no jokers. We have a single 1, single 2, a single 3, no jokers. This is not a pung. Remember, pung are 3 of the same. We have a pair of white dragons, no jokers in a pair. We have a pung of red dragons. You can use up to 3 jokers in a pung. And finally, a kong of green dragons. We can use up to 4 jokers in the kong. Exercise number 5 says with different numbers, build the hand with different numbers. So what does that look like? Let's take a look. Instead of using 1, 2, 3, and this is just the same suit, we can, build it in bams and cracks. We're going to stay with the dots. You can build this hand with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and then you can change out all the dragons again. You can do 3, 4, 5. You can have 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7. Always has to be 3 numbers. 6, 7, 8. And finally, the highest number that you can use first is going to be 7, 8, 9 for those 3 numbers. This is exercise number 5, build the hand with different numbers. Now going back to build the hand exercise number 2 with different suits, we changed out all these dragons, but you can also change out these first 3 numbers into a different suit. Not only can they be different numbers, but they can be different suits. So you can, instead of having 7, 8, 9 in dots, you can have 7, 8, 9 in BAMs. Or as I've mentioned, you can have 1, 2, 3 in BAMs, 2, 3, 4 in BAMs, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 in BAMs, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9 in BAMs. You can also change out this BAM suit and you can have cracks, 7, 8, 9. And they don't have to, again, these dragons don't have to match anywhere to this grouping. These dragons are randomly, they do have to be a pair, a pung, and a kong, but it can be any dragon in the position. You just have to have all 3 dragons represented. So as you can see, this can be made in 126 ways by changing out the numbers, changing out the suit, changing out the dragons. With the numbers, there's so many variations. If you're looking for the different variations, you can email me and I'm happy to share the sheet with you to show you all the different variations. This was line number 2 of Winds and Dragons. Now let's move on to exercise number 6, build the hand by rebuilding. We're going to use what we have here. Close your card and put your tiles down and mix them up. Remember, put your dragons together, put your numbers in sequential order, and let's see what we come up with. Ooh, lots of green dragons. The white, remember flowers are always at the beginning. That's where they are on every line. 7, 8, 9, and finally another flower. Now this hand isn't completely correct. Remember, it has to be pair, single, 7, 8, 9, a pair, so let's move this over, a pung, and then the kong. And there you have it. Verify the hand with the card. Line number 2. Read the parentheses for line number 2. It says, any 3 consecutive numbers, we have the numbers 7, 8, 9 in any suit. In any one suit, it says. And then it says, any 3 dragons, you must have a pair, a pung, and a kong. But they don't have to be white, red, or green. You can switch it around. For example, you could have had a pair of red with a pung of white and a kong of green. Let's move on to line number 3 of Winds and Dragons and build as is. Line number 3 is built just one way, face value. You have to have 3 flowers. Remember, flowers, if you have the numbers on them, mean nothing. It's just a flower. You have to have a pair of norths, a pair of easts, a pung of wests. That's 3 of a kind. And 4 souths. Again, it's in news order, N-E-W-S. It'll always be in that order. So we built the hand as is. Then exercise number 2 says build with different suits. Winds are not a suit, so there is no additional suit to build it with. There is no variation for exercise number 3. Exercise number 4 says, where can we use jokers? We can use jokers in pungs, kongs, or greater. So let's look. We have a pung of flowers. We can use up to 3 jokers in a pung of flowers. We have a pair of norths. You cannot use jokers in the norths. We have a pair of easts, no jokers. We have a pung of wests. We can use up to 3 jokers in the west. And we have a kong of souths. We can use up to 4 jokers in the kong of souths. Exercise number 5, build the hand with different numbers. We don't have different numbers here. And build the hand exercise number 6 by rebuilding. So put your card away, and we're going to flip this down, and we're going to shuffle it and rebuild it. Remember, flowers go first, so push them down all the way to the left. Then remember, you have to keep it in news order. So south would be at the end, and you're spelling news, but you're keeping all the directions together. And these tiles are clearly marked with the directions. And there you have it. N-E-W-S, that's the correct order. And we have a pung of flowers, a pair of norths, a pair of easts, a pung of wests, and a kong of souths. That would be a good hand for Winds and Dragons, line number 3. This hand can be only made one way. Let's move on to line number 4 and build that hand. We have to have 4 flowers, so we can use some of what we have here already. So 4 flowers. And we have to have the word news. So let's create the word news. And now we're bringing in our dragons. Building it as is, we need a pung of green and a pung of red. So this is the one way to build the hand as is exercise number 1. Build the hand using different suits. We can build this hand in 2 other additional ways. We can have green with white. We could put the white here instead of the red. We can also build the hand instead of the green, we could have the red and white. This hand is quite simple. It's only 2 suits and the word news with 4 flowers. Let's talk about where we could use jokers. We have 4 flowers we could use. That's a kong. You can use up to 4 jokers. Let me move this so you can see the difference here. There you go. So you know that these are not flowers, they're dragons. We have a pung of red dragons. You can use up to 3 jokers for the pung of red dragons. Now to the winds. We have a single north, a single east, a single west, and a single south. They make the word news. It's 4, but not 4 of a kind. They're singles, so you cannot use jokers. The last grouping, a pung of white dragons, you can use up to 3 jokers for that pung. Exercise number 5 says with different numbers. There are no numbers in this hand, so we don't do exercise number 5. Build the hand exercise number 6 says rebuild the hand. close your card, put the tiles down, and shuffle. Remember, your wins have to be in news order. Flowers go to the left. Put all your dragons together of the same suit. Flowers to the left. We're spelling the word news. So N-E-W-S. And your dragons. This isn't exactly correct. We have to have news in the middle of the dragons. So just slide it over and put one set of dragons at the beginning. Slide it over and put one set of dragons at the beginning. And there you have it. 4 flowers, a pung of a dragon, news with a pung of a dragon. This is line number 4 that can be made in 3 different ways. Let's move on to line number 5. This one is like numbers hand, except it has north and south. North and south have O in it. When you spell out the word north and south, there's an O in it. So you must use odd numbers with north and south. Let's build this hand as is. Line number 5. Four norths, and you need 4 souths. Now you get to pick any odd number in the middle. And we're going to build it as is, so let's start with the number 1. You need a single 1 in BAMs, a pair of 1s in cracks, and a pung of 1s in dots. And there you have it, the hand built as is. Now you can build this hand with any odd number. The exercise number 2 says build the hand with different suits if allowed. You can build the same hands by changing the suits out. We're going to keep the 1 BAM. Let's change out the 1 cracks and put in the 1 dots. So you're going to have a pair of 1 dots. We have BAMs, dots. Now we need to have a pung of 1 cracks. So we need to add 1 more. You can still change around these suits in exercise number 2. You can start the hand with the 1 crack. Then you would have a pair of 1 dots with a pung of 1 BAMs. You still have to have all of the groupings represented. Keeping the 1 crack, you could change out the 1 dots and put the BAMs, a pair. But now we have to have a pung of 1 dots. Changing out the 1 crack, we can use the 1 dot with the 1 BAMs with a pung of 1 cracks. Keeping the 1 dot, you can have a pair of 1 cracks with a pung of 1 BAMs. Just by using the 1s, you can make it 6 different ways. The other numbers you can use are any odd numbers. The number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Exercise number 3 says switching with variation. That means read the parentheses if there's anything else you can do. And in this case, we have to use north and south, so we don't have any variation. Build the hand Exercise number 4 says with jokers. Where can we use jokers? We have a Kong of Norths. We can use up to 4 jokers in the Kong of Norths. We have a single 1 dot, no jokers. We have a pair of 1 cracks, no jokers. We have a Pung of 1 bams. We can use up to 3 jokers. And finally, a Kong of 4 souths. We can use up to 4 jokers in the souths. Exercise number 5 says use different numbers. So let's talk about what other numbers. We said we can use the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, any odd number. Whatever number you choose, though, has to be carried all the way through. Let's build it with 7s. So let's put this down. And whatever suit you start with, you just have to have all 3 suits represented. So I'm going to start with a 7 crack. Then I need a pair of 7s in either dots or bams, and I'm going to do dots. And then I need a Pung of 7s in bams, the unused suit. And there you have it. Here's just one example. Remember, we can change the order of these. You still have to have a single pair Pung, but you could start with dots at the beginning, and then you need a pair of cracks. You can build this hand with 7s 6 different ways. This whole hand can be built in 30 different ways because you're using the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. You can change the groupings of the 7s, and that's 6 different ways, again with the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. They always have to be north and south with odds. Now let's move on to exercise number 6. Build the hand by rebuilding. Close your card and put them face down and scramble them up, mix it up, and rebuild the hand. You're always going to have north first. Put your 7s together in suit order, and then we can figure out the pattern. You have your souths together. And your 7s by suit. Remember, it's a single 7, a pair of 7s, a Pung of 7s, 4 norths, and 4 souths. And there you have it. Let's move on to line number 6, east and west. So let's pull out the souths and the norths. And now it's even numbers, so we're not going to use the odds of 7. We're going to have east, a Kong, and a Kong of west. And east has an E in it, and to spell west has an E in it, so you have to use even numbers. We're building it as is exercise number 1. And the first even number is the number 2. A single 2 bam, a pair of 2 cracks, and a Pung of 2 dots. We have our 4 east, our 4 west, with our single, pair, Pung. Read the parentheses. It says any like even number in 3 suits. So they don't have to be bams, cracks, dots. You have to have all 3 suits represented. You could have started this still with bams, but you could change the cracks to dots and the dots to cracks. You have to have 3 2 cracks. Instead of having 2 bams in the middle, you can have the 2 cracks to start, a single 2 crack with the pair of 2 dots So then you would need a pung of 2 bams, which is 3 of a kind. Leaving the crack in the middle, you could have a pair of 2 bams with a pung of 2 dots. Building this 2 more ways, we'll start it with the 2 dot, the 2 pair of 2 bams with a pung of 2 cracks. The 2 dot with a pair of 2 cracks with a pung of 2 bams. We just made this hand in 6 different ways by changing out the suit. You can switch this up by changing out the numbers, which is exercise number 5. It has to be an even number. It doesn't have to be 2s. You could use the number 4, you could use the number 6, or the number 8. Let's build it with the number 8. So we'll build it as is with 8s. A single 8, a pair of 8s, and a pung of 8s. East and west with evens, and we have the number 8 all the way through. You can leave the 8 crack here, put a pair of 8 dots, but now we need to have the bam suit represented, and we need a pung. You could put an 8 bam at the beginning, 8 dots with the 8 cracks, and you need a pung. You can leave the 8 bam at the beginning and do the 8 cracks with a pung of 8 dots. 2 more times. Let's start it with the 8 dot. If you have 8 dots here, can't have 8 dots here, you have to have 8 bams, and you need a pung. 8 dot, change out the cracks, put the pair of 8 bams, you need a pung of 8 cracks. So we just made this in 6 different ways with the number 8. East and west again can be made with the numbers 2, 4, 6, or 8, and by changing up the groupings, you can make this hand in 24 different ways. Let's talk about exercise number 4, where jokers can be used. You have a Kong of East. You can use up to 4 jokers for the Kong. You have a single 8, no jokers, a pair of 8s, no jokers, a pung of 8s, you can have up to 3 jokers, and your Kong of Wests, you can have up to 4 jokers. Now let's do exercise number 6, build the hand by rebuilding and scrambling. Close your card, put the tiles face down, and scramble them up. Put all your 8s together by suit, and remember East comes before West. Put all your E's together and your W's. Keep the 8s by suit. And now, because we built this so many times, we know the order is single, pair, pung. So let's slide them around, and there you have a winning hand for line number 6 in Winds and Dragons. Line number 7, we're building as is, and this is a 2025 hand. It has the year in it. So let's get the year together, and we'll start it off with dots. The year is 2025, so you have to have a 2. The 0, which is the white dragon, is now a 0. The 2 in the same suit, so we need 2 in dots. And the year is 2025, we need a 5. There's the year. In addition to the year, you must also have the winds in the exact grouping that they're looking for. We need a pair of norths, a pung of easts, this is part A, a pung of wests, and a pair of souths. And there you have line 7A, pair, pung, pung, pair with 2025. Exercise number 2 is build the hand with different suits if allowed. So instead of having 2025 in dots, you can have 2025 in BAMs. You're still using the white dragon as a 0. You can build this in one more suit. We did it in dots, BAMs. We can build it in cracks. So line number 7A can be made in 3 different ways. Let's talk about exercise number 4, where can we use jokers? We have a pair of norths, no jokers. We have a pung of easts, we can use up to 3 jokers. A pung of wests, we can use up to 3 jokers. And a pair of souths, no jokers. 2, 0, 2, 5 are singles pushed together. This is not a Kong, they're singles, no jokers. So the only part that you can use jokers is in east and west. Let's jump to exercise number 5, using different numbers. There are no using different numbers, you have to use 2025. Let's back it up. Build the hand, exercise number 3, switching up with variations. So let's do part B of this hand. And the variation is right here with the north and the south. North, you can have 3 norths, a pung, with only 2 easts and 2 wests. And then you need 3 souths. So this is line number 7B. In addition to changing north and south to 3 and east and west to 2, you can change this back hand. Instead of having cracks, you could do it with BAMs. Still using the 0, but now you have BAMs. You can also change this to reflect dots. So you can make line number 7B 3 different ways. Let's do exercise 6, build the hand by rebuilding. Put your card away, turn the tiles down, and scramble. Let's rebuild this hand. You know it has to be in news order. So it's always east, west, and north, south. And it should come together fairly quickly. Even if you put your suits together, you can undo it if you know you have to build 2025. So line number 7 is north, east, west, south, news with 2025. So you just have to rearrange it to represent 2025. Line number 7 can be made in 6 different ways. Let's do our final hand in Winds and Dragons. line number 8, which is concealed, so please keep that in mind. And let's build it. Remember, concealed hands you cannot call for any grouping to expose during regular play. Only your last tile for Mahjong. It can be for a single, a pair, whatever you need may be called for Mahjong, but everything else has to be made in the slanted part of your rack. You cannot expose anything. So for line number 8, we need a pair of norths, a pair of easts, a pung of wests, a pung of souths. And then you need a dragon. Let's start with the white dragon. And you need a Kong of the white dragon, which is 4. This hand is built as is. You can make this hand in 2 other ways, only 2 other ways, and that's simply by changing out the dragon. You can have the white dragon, the red dragon, or the green dragon, but you do need to have 4, and it has to be all the same color. Just by switching out the suit. That's exercise number 2. There is no variations, which is exercise number 3. It has to be this order. You can't change the sequence. Exercise number 4 of build the hand with jokers. Let's talk about where we can use jokers. You cannot use jokers with the pair of norths nor the pair of easts. You can with the pung of wests. There's 3 of a kind there, up to 3. You can use also jokers with the pung of souths, up to 3. With the Kong of the dragon, you can use up to 4 jokers to represent the Kong of dragons. Exercise number 5 says with different numbers, there are no numbers in line number 8 of Winds and Dragons. And finally, build the hand, exercise number 6, by rebuilding. So put all your card away. Drop down the tiles and scramble them up and rebuild the hand. Place your tiles up in news order. Keep your suits together. So we'll put all the dragons on the right. And you're going to spell the word news. So you're going to put all the norths, east, west, and souths together. And it worked out pretty perfect that we got the 2 easts together there. And there you have it. You have north, east, west, south with the dragons, and it can be any dragon. Line number 8 can be made 3 different ways. We now completed the Winds and Dragons section by building the hands. Give it a try yourself, either by using a set or going on to ilovemahj, and you can build the hands on ilovemahj in their exercise room. Don't forget to use the code CB when at registration, and you can build the hands using the exercise room. Next week, we'll go into 369. Now that we completed all the lines in the Winds and Dragons section, building the hand line by line and my 6 exercises, let's discuss my final notes. You can play on ilovemahj and build the hand using the code CB to register for a 3-week trial. By playing and building the hand, you become better reading your opponent's hand and defense, and you know what they are playing. I suggest reading the hands of your opponents at the end of the game and learning their hands that they played. It'll help you build your hand. Also, by learning other people's hands, it also helps you to learn how to switch hands. I have a whole series on how to change hands that you can look at. Look at the description below for the link to that. My final notes. Sometimes it's not always about winning, it's about personal achievement, about stretching yourself and trying new things and playing out of your comfort zone. If you are 1 and 2 tiles away from the win when someone calls Mahjong, that's a pretty good game for you. I'm hopeful you'll get the hand next time, or possibly that'll become a wall game because you played good defense. Sometimes you just don't get the tiles in the game, and sometimes jokers aren't in your favor. Luck's not on your side. That doesn't mean you're not a good Mahjong player. It happens to the best of us. Continue practicing building the hands, and I'm sure you'll become better. You can also consider having a coach and play session with me. You can reach out to me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com, and I'll be happy to have a coach session with you one-on-one for an hour. To book your session, email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com. Now let's go on and play on I Love Mahj and see how we do with the Winds and Dragons category. I would like you to consider becoming a channel member. Take your love of Mahjong to the next level by joining the Mahjong Class Channel. Where the content is free, you can decide to support the channel by becoming a channel member. You can go to the home screen and click join, and there are 3 levels to choose from. You can read all about them on the home screen. Or you can scan the QR code here and go directly to become a member. Thank you for those who are already channel members. I appreciate that you're part of the Mahjong Class channel. While on the home screen, you can also search the magnifying glass for a topic of interest or something you'd like to learn more about. If you can't find it, please email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com. I'll be sure to make a video just for you all about the topic. Now let's go on and play on I Love Mahj. If you aren't already a member there, you can become a member by joining and putting the code CB when you register to get 3 weeks free. Typically they give you 2. We're getting a bonus week with the code CB. Join I Love Mahj. It offers great ways to build your skills and increase your speed with the exercise rooms, as well as you can play with bots, or you can play with friends or make new friends. Join I Love Mahj for 3 weeks for free using the code CB at registration. On I Love Mahj, we're going to play Game Launch, Play with Bots, Official Game, and I like to play Advance and launch our game. We're going to start our game.
Charleston.
Sort by suit. Look for your strength of your hand, which is pairs. We have 6, 2, 4, 6. We have no 4. We have 8s as our strength. We have 7, 8, 9, 8, 9. We could play 2, 4, 6, 8. We can play like numbers with 8s. We can play the high numbers, 6, 7, 8, 9, and get rid of the low. So let's do that. Let's play consecutive run and get rid of the low numbers. We don't need a north. And we got a 7, which is perfect. Let's get rid of this 3, and I'm going to get rid of this 5. We pulled a 6, 6, 7. Let's get rid of the east. 6, 7. We can't do 6, 7, 8. I'm going to get rid of this 6 and this 7. I haven't looked at my card yet. I'm just seeing what we have here. We have 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Let's get rid of the 4, or let's continue.
Second Charleston.
The 4, the 9, and the 9. Build another 7. The north, the green, and the white. We need some flowers. A 1, a 2, and a 7.
Courtesy
Thinking
pass.
consecutive run the last line, which is concealed. Or on the courtesy pass, we can do 3. And we got nothing. I'm looking at the final hand in consecutive run. Number 8 is 2 flowers. It's 1, 2, 3. I would do 6, 7, 8. And then 6, 7, 8, we're missing the 6 dot. Let's prioritize your tiles. And let's get rid of this 3.
3 dot.
We need some flowers too.
Flower. 1 dot.
I'm not calling for anything. It's a concealed hand.
So 9 dot. 4 dot. South.
There goes 1 9 dot if we decide to play like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Red. 3 dot. 4 bam. 1 dot.
Okay, there's the 6.
Green. 1
we need
dot.
2 flowers.
9 crack. Soap. 6 bam. Call. North. 7 dot.
Don't miss
6
out
dot.
on joker exchanges if we should pull a
bam.
6 bam.
8 crack. 3 dot.
There goes
6
1
dot.
8 crack.
Green. 8 dot.
Oh, another 8
2
dot.
dot. 6 dot.
We could use some jokers. We could play 6, 7, 8. Let's give her this 9.
9 dot. 2 dot. West. 9 bam. 2 bam.
You also could play
West.
6, 7, 8, 5 numbers with 7s and 7s
West. 9 bam.
to get out of the concealed hand and go into
North.
an open
4
hand.
bam. Joker swap. 1 crack.
Oh, somebody got the 6 bam. Annie.
5 dot.
6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. We need one more number. We could play 7, 7. I don't think we're going
9
to keep
dot.
it.
East. 9 bam. Green.
I don't know where all the
So,
flowers are.
North.
Somebody must be playing
9
with them.
bam. 9 crack. 2 crack. Call. 9 dot.
Okay, 2's
West.
up top, but no jokers there.
5 dot. 3 dot. 4 bam. North.
Good, first flower. Let's get rid of a 7.
7 bam. Call. 4 crack. 9 crack. 7 crack.
Another flower, perfect. We're setting ourselves up for that bottom
7
hand.
Mah Jongg.
Ah, darn it. Instead, just 1. He picked it himself. He got 5, 6, 7, 8. And he got 35 points for that because he self-picked it. Congratulations to Amstead. This is line number 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, pung kong, pung kong. Let's look at Kurt, consecutive run, line number 4. 3 flowers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had a bit to go. Annie was playing consecutive run at line number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She had no 4s. Wow. Interesting. And we were kind of coming together now. We had the flowers. We could get rid of one of our 6s. We had 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Kind of happy about that hand. We're just 2 tiles away from winning. We needed another 8 dot and an 8 crack. On to the next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. Look for your pairs. We have none, and this is a terrible hand. So we get to pick whatever we want. We have 6, 7, 8, and maybe 1 dragon. We can play line number 2. We can keep all 6, 7, 8s. So let's get rid of the 1, the 4, and maybe this one. Let's see if we get some more. Yeah, we got more 1s. I figured that would happen. A 1. We have 3, 4, 5, a 9, and maybe a 6. Oh, we got another 9. Oh, now we have green. Let's give it the 7 and the 4. All the 1s, let's continue. We can get rid of them. Somebody doesn't want them. We got another 7 and an 8. A 5, a 3, and a 9. I don't think we need the 7 and the 8, but I'll keep them. Well, we got more. We can always change our hand.
Courtesy pass.
And we don't want those 3. Looking for more dragons.
West.
Nothing. We can always switch to 6, 7, 8.
1 dot. 1
in
bam.
consecutive run.
1 crack. 7 crack. 1 crack. 8 dot. 2 crack. West. 5
Looking
crack.
for bams.
South. 5 crack. 5 crack.
You can always play 6, 7, 8 with matching dragon or 6, 7, 8 with opposite dragon.
1 dot. 9 bam. 9 dot. 3 crack. 5 bam. Call. 8
Not
dot.
able to call for anything yet. I don't
6
know what
dot.
hand we're
5
playing.
crack. 3 crack. 9 bam. 6 dot. 1 bam.
I'm waiting for my
8
hand
crack.
to develop a little
Green.
more.
3 dot.
I only have 1 joker, so I have to use it
3
wisely.
crack. 1
If we
bam.
get a 5
1
bam,
dot.
we have to do joker
4
exchange.
crack. 6 bam.
Okay, let's look at the hand with matching dragon, line number 5 in consecutive run. It's 2 flowers, a pair of 6s, a pung of 7s, a kong of 8s, and a pung of green. So we would use this here, and we're ready to call for each grouping. We do need our other 6 bam, and 1 just went out. Let's discard this 9.
9 crack.
So I think that's the
6
one we're
bam.
playing. Oh, there goes the other 6
crack.
bam.
North. 2 dot. Call.
There's only
8
one
bam.
6 bam left. We could call for this, but a little nerve-wracking about it, but let's do it. A kong, because we don't have that other 6 bam.
9 crack. 3 bam. Joker swap. East. 9 crack. Red. 9 dot. 1 bam. West.
You want green? Oh, there it
So,
is. We're ready to call for
north.
Mahjong with the 6 bam.
East. 7 crack.
And we got a joker. We don't need it. Let's get rid of it.
4 bam. 4 crack. 2 crack. 9 dot. Joker swap. 3 dot. South. 1 dot.
Come on,
South.
6 bam.
3 crack. 7 crack. Red. 3 bam. 3 bam. 7 crack. East. 8 crack. 3 dot. So. 2 bam.
You think they would throw it. They threw 2.
Call. 4 dot.
Oh, he's doing 2s up top here, so he could be playing 2025.
4 dot. 6 crack. Mah Jongg.
Ah, I just gave him Mahjong. Wasn't even looking at Kurt. Bummer. Oh, who had our 6 bam? Nobody did. Must have been still in there. But congratulations to Kurt, and I just gave it to him. I threw out the tile for him to win. So he was playing consecutive round, line number 4, 3 flowers, 3, 4, 5, consecutive number 6, 7. Very nice hand. Annie was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 4, 4 flowers, 2, 4, 6, 8 with 2s and 2s. Amsa was playing consecutive run line number 4, 3 flowers. Instead of playing 1, 2, 3, he played 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They were in competition with each other with the 6s. Bummer. We were so close, we just needed a 6 bam. I just wanted to look at the remaining tiles to see where that 6 bam is. It was the second to last tile in the game. That stinks. Oh well, it's just 1 tile away from Mahjong. Let's start our next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. We have some flowers. We have 5, 7, 9 with opposite dragon. We could try that. Let's get rid of the 1, 3, 4. 2, 1. I don't think we're going to be playing with the winds. South, 9. Oh, we got the other 9. And I'm going to get rid of this south. 2 south's not a good pass. So we could play opposite dragons. We can continue.
Charleston stop. Courtesy
Oh, Am
pass.
said stop. I'm only going to do 2 then. the 9 and the 1.
So,
And we got a south and a 1. Ah, there goes our white dragon already.
south.
Looking at line number 3 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Or we could play line number 5, which we need dots. We don't have any more dots. Let's see how this plays
2
out.
crack. 5 crack. Green. Flower.
Don't want more flowers.
3 crack.
Looking for dots. Of course, there
1
goes all the
bam.
white.
2 dot. 1 bam. 5 bam. 9 bam. 3 crack. 9 crack. 7 dot.
We can't call it. We need 3 of a kind if we don't have a joker.
6 dot. South. 8 bam.
We can play opposite
flower.
dragons, which is line number 6.
2 crack. 3 dot. South. 8 crack. 6 dot. 7 bam. 6 crack. So,
All the
bam.
white are gone, so we're gonna have to play all one suit. Yikes, we're in deep doo-doo now. We
Flower.
need the red dragon.
so. 5 crack.
We're gonna be
Red.
able to play that.
Red.
Or
North.
we could play
2
line
dot.
number 5, but we need the numbers 1, 3, 5.
North. 1 dot. Call. 4 dot.
Well, the ones are over there, so that's not gonna help
North.
us.
8 crack.
Unless we can pull 1, 1
7
by
crack.
ourselves.
3 dot.
There goes a 3.
7 bam. 9 bam. West. Call. 8 crack. 4 bam.
Wests are
3
over
dot.
here, so he's looking for east. There goes another
Flower.
3.
4 dot.
6.
6 bam. 5 bam. 2
Not
bam.
doing too hot tonight.
6 crack. South. 5 dot.
There goes a 5. We could play 5s. Oh, we need all the white. We don't have the white.
7 bam. 9 crack. 6 bam. Flower. 5 bam.
Guess nobody's playing
6
flowers.
dot. 2 bam. 3 bam. Joker swap. 2 bam. 9 bam. 7
And our
crack.
1 dot
6
just
bam.
got swapped, so there's only
3
one more
bam.
1 dot.
7 crack.
We got the red.
Flower. 8 crack.
So we can play line number 6. 3 5s. 3 7s. 4 9s. And opposite dragons. Let's see how this
3
works out.
bam.
There's 2 reds already out.
8 bam.
Oh, we are
Flower.
heavy with the
5
jokers.
Green. 5 dot.
Let's call for the 5s, and we need a pung.
Call.
And we just need now is our red dragon.
Flower. 4 bam. East.
Think we're gonna get it?
9 dot.
Holy jokers we got. We don't need that 9 dot. We already have it.
2 dot. 3 dot. 3 crack.
We need the red.
6 crack.
We don't really need the 7, but we could get rid of a joker.
Joker. 3 bam. 5 bam. Red.
There it is. Yay, we got it. Holy jokers we had. So many.
Mah Jongg.
So we just won on line number 6, 5, 7, 9 with opposite dragons. And we had no green and we pulled them. That's amazing. Let's look at everybody else. Winds and dragons, line number 6, east and west. Remember, go together. East has an E, west has an E. It has to be an even number, a single, a pair, and a triple. And Kurt needed 2 more 4s or 2 jokers. Annie was playing consecutive run, line number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She was playing 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess all the 5s went out, and she had pairs of 8s and 8s. She kind of didn't have her hand together. And instead was playing consecutive run, line number 7, also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 1s and 1s. Ooh, he was just one tile away. He needed a 1. On to the next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit, look for your pairs. We have East and some reds, and that is it. Let's play Winds and Dragons. Let's get rid of a 3, a 7. Actually, we could keep the 7s. Maybe we have 7s. Although 7s doesn't go with East. That's evens. 5 and 3, 8, and 6. Let's see what happens. 4, 8, and 5. 1, 4. Now we're getting some more dragons. Let's get rid of the 7. Continue. 6, 7, 7. Sort. We have dragons, and we can play them with news or dragons with a little run. Get rid of the 1 and an East, and I guess this 8. We don't have our little run. Yikes.
Courtesy pass.
There's 5, 7. And let's get rid of East. So we can get rid of 1, 7 and East. Let's just do 2 tiles. Because I want to keep the dragons.
So.
Oh, we got the 4. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got our dragons. Now we have to get our little run. 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go 7, 8, 9.
4 dot. 5 dot.
Because 6 is a popular number
7
this
dot.
year.
9 bam. 1 bam. 7 bam. South.
So we are set. We actually need 2 flowers, a little run, and then 2 dragons, 3 dragons, and 4 dragons. We can use the jokers here, and we need our run and the pair of flowers.
1 dot. 8 crack. 7 bam. 5 crack. 2 crack.
So we need either 6 or an 8.
East, call, 6 crack.
Ooh, East is over there.
1 dot. West, call, 1 dot.
East and West. Another
5
5
dot.
we don't need.
2 bam. 8 crack. 4 dot. 2 crack. 4 bam.
East and West
2
with
crack.
an even number.
9 dot. 5 bam. North. 1 bam. 7 crack. North. 9 bam. 3 crack. 5 crack.
Yikes,
6
we're
bam.
missing a
5
key
bam.
number here and we can't
Joker
get it.
swap. 9 bam.
And we need a flower.
9 bam. 1 crack. 5
We have all the
bam.
wins though, that's kind of
3
nice. We got the 6, 5, 6, 7. Let's get rid of the 9. Now we
1
need
crack.
a flower for the win. And this is line number 2 that we practice.
6 bam. Green.
Come on, flower.
3 dot. 7 crack. 7 dot.
I can't believe all the
4
jokers we got. There it is, a Mahjong. That's 2 games for us.
Mahjong.
Whoop, whoop. So this was line number 2, 2 flowers, 5, 6, 7, with a pair of dragons, a pung of dragons, and a kong of dragons. Very nice. Let's look at everybody else. East and West, evens. So they had 1 8, a pair of 8s, and then they needed 3 8s, and they did not have the 8 dots. Annie was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 4, 4 flowers, 2, 4, 6, 8 with 6s. Amsa was playing consecutive run, line number 4, 3 flowers. Everybody was playing flowers. 1, 2, 3, except he played 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had a long ways to go. Very exciting. Let's look at the leaderboard. I'm in first place with 50 points with 2 wins. Amstead won 1, Kurt won 1, and poor Annie did not win tonight. That was exciting. We won 2 games, and one of them was the Winds and Dragons section. I'm so glad you joined me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed playing and learning all about the Winds and Dragons section. Next week, we'll move on to the 369 section. Be sure to build your hands category by category and learn the card. Good luck, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Have a great week playing Mahjong. Bye-bye.